Hey YouTube, Nova Piper. I'm going to do something a little different again today. It's like I did yesterday. Um, yesterday I had a friend who is trying to start his own channel doing covers. His name's Robert Camo. I'm going to put a link down to his channel below. Local guy. Used to work together, and great musician, and he's trying to collaborate with other musicians in the area and do cover songs with them in his little studio. And it's an awesome idea. So I said, hey, I'm going to plug you on my YouTube channel. Nobody knows I do this shit on YouTube, so I said, yeah, man, I'll plug you on my YouTube channel. And, he's got a few extra subscribers out of it, and he's like, hey, cool. So I noticed on there he's got a song that he wrote, an original song called, I think it was 3,000 Miles Away. So I'm going to put a link to that below as well. Check out some of his work, some of his original shit. Again, it's not really my style of music, but the guy's good at what he does. So, and he likes doing it, so that's really cool. So, what I want you guys to do is check it out, but subscribe to him. Like the video, give it that, or if you think if it sucks, then do it. Okay, and if you do that, you're a dick, because it deserves that. Listen to my cat howl. What? Shut up. Yeah. So Robert Camo, Coffee and Covers is what he's calling it. So down here, you're going to see some links. I want you to subscribe to him, like his videos, and watch them, Say, hey, man, that's great shit, you do some good stuff there. So anyway, yesterday I was bitching that tobacco that was supposed to come, that was in the city, didn't get on a truck and didn't get delivered, and I was pissed off about it. Well, it did show up yesterday, but the order got screwed up. And I was like, what? So I ordered, part of the order was 8 ounces of 10 Russians, and all I got was 2 ounces. So I had this great big giant jar ready for my 10 Russians, and that's all I got in there. That's it. Haven't had 10 Russians in a while, and I love it. Oh, it smells so stinky. It's so good. I love this shit. Anyway, fired off an email, and hey, man, sorry about that. We'll ship that out to you right away. So, fucking A. So that's awesome. And hopefully she'll get across the border, and we'll be all set. Yeah, so I ended up getting, like some 10 Russians, and then I ordered some of this Balkan Sicini. I love this stuff too. I have some open in a jar, so that's all I have, but I really do enjoy this stuff, so this is one of my go-to blends. So is this. But yeah, so I ordered this. So they're going to fix me up with a big old can. And I ordered that. And then I wanted to try something completely different. I wanted to try some aromatics. I wanted to try some chocolatey shit. So I went looking and searching. And it's like, hey, chocolate vanilla. So let's give it a try. Mac Baron. Hey, that's a pretty good brand name. I know they're, huge to pipe tobacco. So I got this. And I thought it was only 50 grams because it was the same price as 50-gram tins. It's a 100-gram tin. So I opened it. It smells more like something you should eat than smoke. But it's definitely chocolatey and vanilla. I stuck a little bit in a pipe, like this. I did a little tiny bowl of it, tried it, and went, yeah, it's, see if I get used to it. I got some other aromatics over there that are very similar to this shit. So I'll give it a try. So today I'm going to take this pipe, which is my Peterson. Quarter bend Bulldog, smooth finish. 80S, I think, is the shape. So I'm gonna never put any 10 Russians in this baby yet. So we're gonna load that guy up with some 10 Russians. And I'm gonna talk about something else too. Yesterday I hauled out a couple of guitars I had kicking around one of my Gibsons, and I thought I'd show off another one of my one of my Gibsons, one of my guitars. I'm a big time, not only am I into pipes and shit, I also like music, and I collect a lot of music shit. Wow, that tobacco is damp. This is a little leather tray that I got from David, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 there in New Brunswick. I forget, it's David and a bunch of numbers that YouTube gave him. He's a fellow Canadian, Atlantic Canadian, and he makes leather shit. And yeah, he's got some cool shit here. So I'm using that. So here's another cool guitar that I got. Is this Gibson, this bad boy right here. This is a beauty. I picked this one. Check out the headstock. This is a Gibson SG Supreme. So it's sort of out of the ordinary. It's not your normal guitar, and it's not your normal Gibson. The serial number would date this 2008. Yeah, so this is from 2008. Gibson fucked up right around then. Big time. Like, for instance, I got a Les Paul Standard. It's solid. It's heavy as fuck, right? It's like, it weighs a ton. So what they did is Gibson couldn't afford the mahogany, or they didn't want to pay for good quality mahogany, so they were getting cheap shit, and they would drill holes through the body and call it weight relief. It's a new thing. Weight relief makes it lighter for you. So what they're doing is they're fucking drilling out the imperfections and drilling out the knots and trying to say it makes the guitar better. And if you did an A-B comparison and you took a Gibson Les Paul Standard that wasn't drilled out and a Gibson Les Paul Standard that was drilled out, it's night and day. The tone is different. Fucking different. But this is an SG. It's a tiny little thing. The Angus Young shape. Tony Iommi shape, The top on it is a solid, the guitar is solid mahogany. The top is AA maple, and it's a flame top. You can get some of the camera doesn't know justice, right? What is fucking beautiful, beautiful looking guitar. It's got the top hat knobs on it. They look like little top hats, right? Brass hardware. The pickups are 57 classic humbuckers for all you fucking guitar nerds out there. 57 classic humbuckers. I'm trying to still find a sound for this guitar. I think it would sound pretty good with like a tube amp lightly breaking up, not, through the fucking Marshalls like I normally do. Here goes the cat again. The neck, I like the logo there. That's really cool. But the neck, see the inlays? Kind of like the split diamonds. They're pretty cool. It's ebony, so it's an ebony fretboard. It's a 60 styles neck, meaning that it's slim. It's a thin neck, and I have little fingers, so it's hard for me to play guitar. It's hard for me to reach because my fingers are so stubby. It's like it's like almost freaky. And it's got 24 frets, so it's got 2 full scales on it. Most guitars stop right there. This has got 2 more. Not 1 more, 2 more. Yeah, so it's got the skinny little neck on it, the ebony fretboard, and it's got 24 frets. And what I don't like about this guitar, not cool, but what I don't like about it is when you add it on a strap, it's neck heavy. So it does this, right? So you always got to keep holding it up or else it'll just want to slide down like that. It's neck heavy, but and I put 10 gauge strings on all my guitars. It needs the action's a little too high for me, and the neck is I need to adjust the truss rod in the neck. Usually twice a year. I usually do that. Right now, this time of year, there's no moisture in the air because it's frozen. It's January 97th, so all the moisture in the air is frozen. So what happens is these have a nitrocellulose lacquer on them. So what happens is it's porous. So right now this wood is very dry. It's a living instrument. The wood is dry. So what happens when there's no moisture in here? It shrinks. And take a close look at the Gibson logo, and you can see kind of how it looks like it's popped up with the lacquer around it there. And that's because of the humidity. So what happened is the wood got too humid too quickly, swelled up, and that's what happened. And I don't know if it happened on this guitar. You wouldn't be able to see it anyway. And sometimes it's cracks to finish. It gets these little fracture lines in them, and it's like, fuck. I know my Les Paul did it. This one has it. I just have to find it. I have to see it. But yeah, it's a nitrocellulose lacquer, so it breathes. So right now, there's no moisture in the air, so the wood shrinks. So then you got to adjust your truss rod, okay? Usually what happens is I get too much of a bow in the neck, so it goes too much like this. You're supposed to have a little bit of bow. Let me show you a little tip. Take your finger and you finger it at the first fret and your last fret, and then you look in the middle, and you see how much distance your string has right here. You're not going to be able to see it. But if you did this, and you look to see if you could slide a pick underneath it. You want to get that, you got to have a bow. So you want a little bit of space there. And this guitar has too much space. Like I can slide this pick in, no problem. I got 1/1/4s here I can slide in, no problem. It's a little too high for me. So I got to straighten the neck a bit. And then when the when the summer comes, there's more moisture in the air. You're going to get more, the wood's going to swell up. And you're going to have to adjust your neck again. You may have to put more of a bow into it. So right now, the action's too high, so the strings are too far off the neck for me. It was a Jeff Beck, I think, used to play with super high action, but it's a nice guitar. Yeah, it needs a little bit of TLC, nothing I can't fix. Shine up the brass a little bit. Careful of the wood. Got some guitar polish there. Fix her up, change the strings, fix the action. Bob's your uncle. Check the electronics. Make sure that's usually right there like that, right? But yeah, it's a nice Gibson. I like it. Anyway, yeah, so I'm going to load up this pipe with some 10 Russians. It's a little damp. So again, I'm going to plug my buddy's channel, Robert Camo. Coffee and Covers. Subscribe to him. Like it. No, that's fine. Watch his videos, fine. But give him a sub. At least you can do that. Do it for me. I think you'll like it. And I'm going to put a link to one of his original songs up there. That's not only it's an original song that he wrote and recorded, he even has a video for it too. So you got to check this shit out, man. It's pretty cool. So anyway, listen to the kitty. What's that? Mario? Mario? Come here, fat guy. Get in here. Come on, see the kitty. Come here, bud. Oh, he's a big fat guy. See if you let me pick him up. He doesn't like this too much. He's not used to this. Here's a big fat guy. Down he goes. He ain't used to that. He don't like it. What are you doing? He must gonna have some shit weather coming because he's acting stupid. It's the best weather predictor you can have is fucking cats. Other guy's out cold over there. Anyway, loading it up. 10 Russians. Anyway, check out the links down there to Robert's channel and subscribe to him. Do that for me, and he would really appreciate it. Yeah, that's it. Thanks for watching. See ya.